Hi everyone, it's Sarah from Plan Sarah Plan, and welcome to my daily plan with me for March 14th through the 20th. I actually whipped up a kit based on something that happened on Sunday afternoon. It was really windy here in Southwest Virginia, and sometimes a bird will get injured or even killed in a big windy event. And we had a happy moment and a sad moment at the same time. I have never seen a cedar waxwing ever. And on Sunday evening, we discovered that a cedar waxwing had flown through our backyard, but unfortunately was probably blown against the house or against something else because it was just lying unresponsive on our patio. And it was a beautiful bird, didn't really look injured, but obviously it was. But I decided to just create a whole kit based on the cedar waxwing because even though this was very sad, it was also very exciting to see a cedar waxwing in person. So I made a kit based on the cedar waxwing. And if you are not new to my channel, you undoubtedly noticed that I'm at a different desk than usual. I went ahead and decided to go ahead and film in the planner castle because it is close enough to ready to move into that I thought I would test it out. Now I can tell already that lighting is going to be an issue, so I'm going to have to come up with a better lighting scheme, but we are in the planner castle today. What is the planner castle, Sarah? Well, it's actually a room in my basement, and I'm just calling it a castle because it's got this cool sort of castle door in it. And there are pictures of this in my Facebook group if you're wondering. And I will probably do a video tour at some point when I've got it completely set up. But it's got this castle door, it's got exposed brick walls, and it also has a really elaborate mantle on a fireplace in here. So we live in a very old house, and this is just one of the unique rooms in the house. And over the years, it has served many purposes. And it was mainly a place for our sons to hang out and set up their hobbies. There have been drum sets in here, treadmills, study stations, bedrooms. It's just been everything. So it's been a really helpful room for our family. But now this space is available and I have claimed it as my own, and it's what I'm calling the planner castle. But it's really just a room in my basement, and that's all there is to it. But why not call it a castle? All right, so I am using two different headers for this checklist area: to do for the top part and something good for the next part. And that's, you could also just say gratitude. So anything good that happens, I just put it right there. And I will also have to dedicate part of this space for my memory verse, since I made every single big box for the bottom a decorative one. So I won't be writing memory verses on these boxes, obviously. But let's see how they look. How can you go wrong if you have a pretty bird? How can you go wrong? Okay, good. So I'm probably going to dedicate this space up here for memory verses because I really don't schedule anything from 6 a.m. to about, this is like getting ready time. So I'm going to just take these 3 hours and use that for the memory verse and put another one of these divider strips. And it's going to actually be in exactly the same spot as that to-do header. So that might look good. And we'll put the memory verse up here, and then we'll put the schedule down here. On this, I've got a header on another sheet that I've been using. All right, so this is just like a bunch of text that is frequently used in my planning. And Monday's up here, and then it goes through the week. So we end up with Sunday there. So I need to film my daily plan with me. It's a mom day. It's also a home day. And my memory verse is going to go up here. So we'll go ahead and put that there. memory verse and a little Bible to go with it. Probably ought to use tweezers for this. All right, so all the weird shadows and stuff that we're not used to in these videos are going to be things that I just have to work out and figure out as we move along and as I get more and more into using the planner castle. You know, that's just how that's going to be. And on Monday also, I'm using a great deal of that time to actually work on the planner castle. So I'm going to take a great big box and put it right here for the planner castle. And then also for Mom Day, we're going to take one. Let's use the same color. Mom Day is going to be up here. And then this is going to be sticker making up here. So let's use a smaller box for that. And I'm just going to fill it in. None of these are actual appointments, so they can be approximate. And then there's space for dinner. I can go ahead and put one of these down here for dinner. Okay, so for the stickers that I've already created, we'll go ahead and place those, and then I will just write stuff in on the rest. So film daily plan with me here, and we'll put a little clapper board with that. I love the little clapper boards. Here they are. I also have my camera turned a different way, so I have to get used to where the lens actually is. And for Mom Day, we have several to-dos. Let's pop the Mom Day right up here at the top with her little heart icon. And, or should her heart be in there? Now let's just go put it with the header. Mom Day and the stuff that we have to get done on Monday. It's just our routine, and it seems to work well. Let's put this here, and then we'll put the Starbucks down here because that's not really a difficult to do. It's a fun to do. And we can put the little coffee cup with it. So here's all the stuff that I made to go with what I typically do each week. And is there another icon? We can use the house for Home Day, but I only have one of the, oh, I decided I was going to use Mama Gloria for my daily duo. That's what it happened. I used a bunch of these during my weekly plan with me. So I don't have a lot of those left. All right, so let's write in what is missing here. I'll go on to time lapse. So Monday is all finished except for writing the memory verse, and I also have a little header sticker that I made to go on this strip because the bulk of this page I have found I use for gratitude rather than for notes and ideas. Although I do use it for notes and ideas, just not as much as I do for gratitude. And I've got some little dots here in coordinating colors with all the different pictures of the Cedar Waxwing. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. I've got some little dots here. So what I want to do is go into time lapse again and put these little colorful dots down. Here it is. That's what it looks like, and I think that's just a cheerful spot to log things that come to mind throughout the week. And now I'm going to put the memory verse right here and going back into time lapse for that too. If you're ever wondering where to find my memory verses and also how I choose my memory verses, I post them on my Instagram and in my Facebook group, which is Plan Sarah Plans Planner Circle. What I've been doing to choose my verses is using the tabbed monthly divider page in my 7x9 Erin Condren Life Planner because it has a quote on it. And there's a keyword that kind of stands out in colorful font each month. And for the month of March, the word is yourself. So I have looked up verses that have to do with yourself, or they just have the word yourself in them. And that's how I came with this. It's not entirely random. So moving on to Tuesday, every day is going to have a slightly different color scheme. So Tuesday is this guy here with a bright sunrise or sunset or something behind him. And it's just another Cedar Waxwing picture. And so it will have a matching box. And here it is. So this page is entirely a different vibe with warm tones instead of cool tones. And I also will have a matching skinny washi. And I can put this anywhere, like I could do this. I could do it here. And that might be smart because this is where piano starts, or I could do it down here at the bottom. Let's do it here where piano starts. I think that's probably a smart idea, and it'll change it up from yesterday's or the Monday page. Okay, and then we're going to put the date up here. And we've got some other matching stuff on this sheet. So we're going to have the checklist that also matches. It's very matchy-matchy. From day to day, it's not matchy-matchy, but on a given day, it is matchy-matchy. And then we're going to cover up what I just messed up with that to-do with this. And we're going to put a to-do and a something good header down just like we did on Monday. All right, so guys, the next video that I film is going to be the seasonal surprise box unboxing and review. So I have opened my box. I did order one. I paid for it. I did not receive one as an affiliate from Erin Condren, although I do sometimes. I bought this one myself. And I'm going to give you my honest assessment of what I thought about that box. So that's the next video that's coming up. And I hope you'll tune back in for that one. And let's use the red here. I think this red would look really nice, I think. Am I wrong? I already used the yellow, so let's try each of these here. I want a big box for piano. I feel like I should have used the yellow here, but we're going to use the red instead, and that will be fine. So piano lessons will happen here, and I have a text sticker for that, and it's right here. And we also have a little music note to go with that, and we're going to have a little lesson notes sticker as well. These are tricky to get off because they're teeny tiny. And then this, and let's just go with that for now. So the piano sticker, let me zoom you in. Whoops, zoom you in and scoot this over so you can see. We are on lesson number 11, I think, this week. Yeah, it's lesson number 11. So sometimes I put secret code and just put L11. And unless you watch this video, you don't know what that means. But it's secret. Secret code. Okay, so we have a major long home day today. So what I'll do is put a vertical strip of washi right here. And then put a, let's go with red, since I've already started the red thing here. And I can either, let's do it this way. I usually don't. I usually go like this, but let's do it a little bit differently. And put home day up there because Tuesday is a day where I will be able to work on projects, which I need desperately to do. I've got senior books due, and I've got, like senior books are for, oh, sorry, you couldn't see any of that. Senior books are for my piano students who are graduating, and they are about to have their final recital with me in the spring. And so their senior books are scrapbooks, and I have sort of an unprecedented 4 seniors this year. So that's 4 giant scrapbooks that I'll be making. And they've barely been started. So I'm confiding in you guys. They have barely been started. So hopefully down here in the planner castle, if I can get things organized, this will be a workspace that I can use for stuff like that as well. So some of you who saw pictures in my Facebook group of the little white desk, which is what I'm using right now, it is really small for the size of the room. The planner castle is a big room in the basement. And so I think that I'm going to set up our old dining table in the planner castle. And if I do, as some people commented very insightfully, I will be able to use that table not just for planning, but for other projects like family things. And when the grandchild arrives and other grandchildren arrive, it will be just a wonderful space to do crafts or to do maybe homeschool projects or whatever. If the baby ends up being homeschooled like his mom and dad were, I think there's a good chance there of that, although we're going to support whatever they decide to do, because you know what, you get your turn to be a parent, and then your children get their turn to be a parent, and it's totally up to them how they feel led, if they're Christians, by God, to be parents. And it's like the most important job, I believe, that a person ever has, if they are given the responsibility of raising a little one. So if they decide to homeschool, that is absolutely thrilling because I'm all for it. But if they don't, it's also okay. Whatever God leads in their life, I will support it. Alrighty, so Wednesday is another piano day, so we need a big box here. What do you think about how this is like all yellow and red and this is like green? I think it's kind of fun for a change. Okay, so I've already used the long green one. I don't need anything on this sheet. What I need is probably one of these, and we'll save that. Some event stickers. That's what I'm looking for. So for piano, we'll use this great big green one. And aside from getting those senior books ready, which is a big deal, it is just very time consuming. Worth it. I mean, it's a very special gift to give to my students, but it is also, I forgot to put memory verse up here. It is also extremely time consuming, as I said. But in addition to that, in piano, we also have a festival coming up in April where all of my students will perform 2 pieces, hopefully memorized, but they don't have to be memorized, but hopefully memorized. And they'll do that for a judge who is another piano teacher, and they'll get some written feedback. So that's another big thing that I'm working on, as well as something you might be familiar with that I do during Life Planner launch season. So you have any idea what that is? There is something that is a tradition that I do in honor of the launch of the new Erin Condren Life Planner each spring. And that takes some time. if you know what it is. It takes time. So I have so many things. I'm juggling. I'm really, really juggling, you guys. I am juggling. All right, so Wednesday, this whole thing is not going to be Mom Day, but part of it will be. And I didn't bring all of my tools down here. So I think what I'll do is just use my spatula to try to tear this. There we go. That worked. And then I'll put the torn edge above because we've got some filming to do on Wednesday and we've got some Mom Day to do. So let's put, this is very, very matchy over here. And it's funny because the following day is going to be St. Patrick's Day. So really that one should be the really green day. But this is how it worked out. So I'm going with it. This is how it worked out. And Mom Day will go here, actually. And the filming will go on that bigger box. So Mom will still get her little heart icon. You got to have an icon for your event sticker. And then filming the seasonal surprise box, unless I can get it done on Tuesday, but I will go ahead and put it here. There we go. And I want to remember to put the memory verse header up here. So what I do is I wait until that actual day to write the memory verse, and that's how I commit it to memory. So we're going to white out the 7 a.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we're ready to move on. So let's go to Thursday. Isn't it fun to have like a blank slate and just get excited about what's this going to look like after I get it all done up? So Thursday is this header, and this is St. Patrick's Day. If I had really thought about St. Patrick's Day, I would have put the Wednesday header here, so it will be super green, but I'm not going to worry about that. And I decided in the midst of filming my weekly plan with me that since I'm not like a partier and I don't drink beer, my thing henceforth is going to be a matcha green tea latte on St. Patrick's Day. That's what it's going to be because it's green and it is definitely an acquired taste. So if you don't like it, if you go and try it because I'm going to try it, don't get mad at me if you don't like it. Some people think it's like eating dirt, drinking dirt. Doesn't that sound good? It's just very earthy and nutritional tasting. But after your first few sips, if you're anything like me, it does grow on you. And it's an acquired taste. That's for sure. It is an acquired taste. All right, so this red strip is the one that I actually chose to go with this because a Cedar Waxwing has this red tip at the end of its wing and then a yellow tip at the end of the tail feathers. It's just a striking looking bird, and it looks like it has a mask on, as a lot of birds do. And I think it's a beautiful bird. I really do. So we're gonna go like that. And then we don't need this page for a little while. Don't need this for a little while. It is going to be a home day. So we'll get our, oh, guess what I forgot? I just saw something that I forgot. Starbucks and the coffee cup for Mom Day, because we always do that. And you know what? I'll have to talk her into getting a matcha green tea latte for St. Patrick's Day. I don't think she's going to love it, but maybe I'll be able to talk her into it. She honestly would prefer the green beer, I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but my mom does drink. I don't. So she might like the green beer thing. I don't know. We don't typically go anywhere on Mom Day where they're going to be serving green beer. So We usually just do some fuddy-duddy type errands and whatnot. Okay. So I don't know if I was smart to go with red for the accent color on this one. It's just picking up a tiny bit right here. So that's why I did it. Red stripe over here. Did I forget to do this for, I don't even remember what I did, but I did not do that. Yes, because I had event stickers to kind of separate the appointments and things from the memory verse. So that's what that was about. And we're going to white out 7 and 8 for the memory verse. Okay, so I went ahead and just added some things off camera and made sure to add in the matcha green tea latte. And it's an actual green latte, so if you're going to try one, be ready for that. But I have been told that it's very good for you. And I get it with oat milk, by the way. I don't have anything against dairy milk, but this is oat milk. FYI, that's what I'm going to be getting. All right, so now we're into more of a soft green, and look at this little guy. All right, let's see if we can find the right box for that. I have 3 left, and I don't know, maybe I used the wrong one at another point because I don't see this very one. So let's go with this one. It's got a similar color scheme, so I think that'll be nice. Okay, and then we're going to use the checkbox that coordinates with that. I will probably send out an email or just say something in my Facebook group for piano that kids ought to wear green this week, or they can if they want to. Maybe we could have a green contest. Who is the most green? Who is the most green? And something good. I'm loving, now these colors feel like spring to me. I'm loving this page already. Okay, so now just event stickers, and I didn't actually make any event stickers in that color except for that one big box, so we'll use that for piano. Do you hear the birds outside? It's a nice 70 degrees today after a freezing cold and windy weekend. Okay, so my memory verse is going to go in the same spot up here at 6 a.m. White out. And I have a few more of these soft yellow stickers, so I think that's what we're going to use for Mom Day. And a bit of working from home up here. And I have totally overlooked adding Bibles to the memory verse area. Actually, I think it goes slanted off to the left, like that. So I'll go back and add those in. And then lesson notes after piano. And Mom Day will have Starbucks involved. And we'll write in any other adventure that we happen to go on. We had so much fun last week because we shopped for baby clothes at Target. It was so fun. Oh my goodness, it was so fun. And now for the weekend. And then, you know what the weekend is? Oh, I put the wrong date on that. The weekend is going to have the first day of spring on Sunday. And spring has been kind of sneaking in all along throughout the month of March. And I'm ready for it to be official. And daylight savings time has taken a toll on our sleeping, as was expected, but I took a nice nap Sunday afternoon to try to offset the impact of losing an hour of sleep. But it seems like no matter what you do, you just feel a little bit off for a week or two after daylight savings time. But the first day of spring is here, and I'm super excited about that. So let's put this darker green with Saturday. I think that's the color scheme we want there. No piano lessons, so I'm going to go back here and put the sticker at the bottom of the page. And Sunday has a slightly different, sort of an olive green. Okay, so this sheet is all used up. Highly satisfying. And we're gonna put the full boxes that go here. So this one's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm going to not overlap that stripe. I'm just going to take away one of the checkbox lines. Yes, I like that. And then we have a waxwing in flight. Looks like he's about to land because he's got the landing gear. His legs ready to make a landing. Okay, so this sheet is used up. Sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit because I did get a phone call, so I kept working as I talked on the phone. But I love these two greens together. I'm digging it. And you know what's funny? I used to not care for this sort of mossy or olive green. And I think it's because everybody, when I was a kid, had like this color carpet. The odds were good if you went to somebody's house that they would have at least one room with that color carpet. And or that color refrigerator and stove. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This would be like when I was a kid in the 70s. And so, but now I like it because I associate it not so much with carpet and kind of ugly appliances. I associate it with nature and spring. So I like it. All right, so let's put the memory verse header at the top of each page and the Bible. And we're going to go back because I clearly missed 2 days putting the Bible icon down. So let's go back for that shortly. I know like people who grew up in different times probably have that same feeling about different colors. So, you know, in the 80s, there were a lot of bold colors. I don't really think that came through in appliances and home decor. I don't really remember what the decor was like. Country decor. Do you remember country decor? And a lot of people still use it. It's very cute, actually. I really like country decor, especially where I live because it's such a, I don't know, it's part of the culture, I guess, in Virginia and in some places where there are mountains and where people have lived here for many, many years. It's not like a new place. It's been here a long time. Okay, so somehow I just ended up with blue and red. So how are we going to make this work, guys? I did not think ahead to what I was going to need on this page. So I'm either going to have to pull up some stickers on one of these and move them over. Like that would work with this. Let's just give it a try. It's probably too stuck down at this point, but we'll see. Okay, swapped that one out for red. So let's see here. We can use this for church. Let's put this one here. It's not the same green, but it's a little bit closer. And then let's find another to swap out. See how many greens we could swap out. Like that one would be perfect, but that's the only big box that I have left there. So blue would have looked nice on this page, but I don't need a red. I'm not searching for a red. What do we have? Okay, I think we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're just gonna have to go with it. So blue, let's pick one. Like red can go with one and blue can go with the other. So what's it gonna be? I'm thinking that is there any red in either of these? Yeah, there's a little red on the tip of this. All right, red's gonna go here and blue's gonna go here. We've got it. Okay, so we're gonna have our lazy Saturday morning up here, I think. The 19th. No, we're not. We are not. I have a piano student auditioning for a scholarship, so that's going to go up here. It's not really going to be a lazy Saturday morning, but maybe I don't really have to go to this audition, but I kind of want to go and just be in the parking lot or something to encourage her, maybe snap a picture, and then we'll go on with her. That's like just as crooked, but in the other direction. Let's see if we can get it right. That's much better. So maybe we can go on, like have a fun Saturday after that with like picking up some breakfast somewhere or getting a coffee or something. And I usually do some filming also. So we're just going to space these out and not worry about exactly what time things happen, because the only thing that has a time is this scholarship audition. Okay, went ahead and placed those red stickers here, even though they're not the best color for this, but you know, I can sort of see that red tip on the bird, so it's not terrible. And then church here. There we go. Okay, and then we have Sunday dinner. Love to do Sunday dinner. It's the most fun when we put something in the oven before church and we come home and we can smell it. That's when it's the best. And then it's a home day, rest day. And these other stickers, film weekly plan with me, that is generally something I do right here. And we'll put the clapperboard with it. Cute. And home day, that was missing from this, because really home day will begin right here after this green divider. And gratitude and to do is really what I was going to put here if I didn't have stickers for that. So I don't need any of those. I don't need the notes and ideas because the header strip already said notes and ideas, but I forgot to put the Bible down on Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's do that with the memory verse. Okay. And then these were just on here from last week. I don't really need it's a boy or it's a girl. I'll save these because there is going to be another check to see if baby or grandbaby is a boy or a girl, because they're not 100% sure at this point. So I'm going to hang on to those, and let's go ahead and put this back in the binder because I think I'm done. And what I mean by binder is actually agenda. So here we are back in my A5 agenda, and I'm loving the Cedar Waxwing theme. I love that. I probably should do other bird themes since I'm such a bird Love her, and I get so excited. I mean, I was so excited. I hate for it to seem morbid, but even though the waxwing had died, I was so excited to see one up close. It was very, very beautiful. And there we are. So that's the rest of this week, and I hope you guys are off to a great start to this week. The next video that I film, as I said, is going to be the seasonal surprise box unboxing. So I can't wait to dig into that and discuss it and give my honest thoughts on whether or not it was worth it. So thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.